Hey, everybody. Don't worry. Today's episode isn't a test, but your brain might think it is. Let's talk memory, senior style, with a little humor and a lot of heart.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what we're going to do. And I want to say we're going to start out with a couple of memories of our own, which kind of goes along with how we usually do things here. Just picture this in your head. We're down on the farm. We're probably 10 years old. We go down to the far side of the barn where nobody can see us into a pasture that had several cattle on it, but it was empty right now at that point. And we had a bag full of, I'll just call them explosives. They were cherry bombs, regular firecrackers, that kind of stuff. And we decided then and there that we must destroy them. So we decided to destroy them quickly by putting cherry bombs and firecrackers in the cow patties. And once we were done, they would be obliterated. Yeah, we were actually helping the grandpa to do his fertilizing down that field. At any rate, when we got done, we had not realized this. We went back to the house to get something to eat, and our Aunt June stopped us at the back door. And let me say, well, first she said, "What is it that you boys have all over you?" Well, let me say, you've heard of on these crime shows of blood splatter. This was splatter. It was not blood. It was dung splatter.
Yes.
So they took the hose to us right out there, and they'd right out there next to the back door by the kitchen. We had to take all our clothes off and take a cold bath right there. And we didn't get to do that anymore. They wouldn't even let us have a firecracker after that.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
Stand far away from the cow patty when you're blowing it up.
Exactly. Or get the other side of the barn. That's really
exactly.
Be the best way to do it. And we have one other memory we wanted to add. Back in high school, the sophomores, I believe, 1968 or so, we were in a band with some buds of ours.
What was the name of our band?
The band was called the Canterbury Tales.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that was a cool name. Anyway, we were not that great, but we were very loud, which is what the main thing was. But we played in a battle of the bands down at Fort Leonard Wood, and we did not win.
I don't even think we even placed, to be honest with you, but
if we placed, it was probably last.
Yeah. Or below last.
Below last. Anyway, there's a picture. Here's a of us. I can go from left to right there. The rhythm guitar was Don Porter. Drums, Tommy Johnson. Over on the right was Ed Walters. He was on bass, and Steve Hull was the lead guitarist and kind of the head honcho of the band. And the vocals were handled by yours truly.
Handled suspectively. Suspectively?
No, I thought I was pretty good.
Yes, you did. You thought you were pretty good.
Yes, I did. Nobody told me to leave.
Well, it's kind of when you hear a dog howling, you kind of wonder, why is he howling? Is he hurt?
That hurts.
It's stinging a little bit.
I'm stung. I've been stung.
You triggered?
Triggered me. Yeah, I've been triggered. I'm thinking I'm going to transition into a singer here before we get done here today.
Let me know when you start that, because I'll be gone by then.
Okay. Well, we want to get to the main thing is the main thing we were going to talk about today. And let me tell you, we're going to read this to you because it's really important, and we're not savvy enough.
We're not experts by any stretch of the imagination. We're experts at having memory problems. We're not really experts at solving memory problems.
Yeah, we'll be giving you examples as we go along.
Right.
Let me just go ahead and start here. As we get older, especially after age 60, many people start to notice changes in their memory. Maybe names slip a little more often, or walk into a room and forget why. The good news is some memory change is normal, and there are proven ways to slow decline and even improve memory. Today we're going to talk about, we're going to walk you all through what our research actually says, what the research we looked at actually says. And what the numbers tell us is that studies show over 40% of people over 60 experience some level of memory decline. That's almost half of all older adults. One of the most common conditions is mild cognitive impairment, or MCI. I am intimately familiar with this term.
Me too.
I was diagnosed with it about 5 or 6 years ago. I've been on various medications. I currently wear a patch every day that is supposed to slow down the progression of any kind of dementia, and hopefully that's what's happening. Around 12 to 18% of adults over 60 fall into this category, and worldwide studies show a pooled pooled prevalence of about 17%. That's lots of folks in the world. But there's an important detail. Not everyone continues to decline. Some people with MCI stay stable for years, and some even improve, especially when they take certain lifestyle changes. About 11% of adults over 65 report what's called subjective cognitive decline. That's feeling that your memory isn't as sharp as it used to be. And despite how common these issues are, they're often overlooked. In fact, fewer than 10% of older adults showing memory symptoms receive a formal diagnosis. So the takeaway from these statistics is this. Memory decline is common, but it's not universal and it's not inevitable.
As we age, there's simply more variations from
Take it
person
away,
to person.
Don.
Some people maintain excellent memory into their 80s and 90s. Others begin to struggle early. Genetics play a role, but so does lifestyle. Genetics played a big role in us. I had a blood test done about 2 years ago after I finally went to a neurologist because of David having his problems with his memory, and I started forgetting things. So I got referred to a neurologist, and he did some testing on me, and they did a blood test, some kind of ratio of some sort. I can't think of it. It's big, long word, and it showed that I had basically a 98% chance of contracting Alzheimer's disease. So that kind of scared me a little bit, and I decided that we were going to get active trying to fight this thing, as long as we go. I'm on some medication just like he is. I'm not near as much as he is, but I'm taking medicine twice a day, and it seems to be working pretty good. But we decided to start being proactive in it because our dad had Alzheimer's, and he fought it for 5 or 6 years, and there was didn't have anything. This was 15 years ago, and they didn't have this kind of medicine and stuff. They had now this research done in 2009 when he passed away, and we were just another face in the crowd whenever he died. So we're going to fight this thing as hard as we can, and we're going to try to encourage you all to fight too if you're having these kinds of problems. There's certain factors that make memories worse. One is depression. For example, strongly affects recall and focus. Poor sleep habits, chronic stress, they don't help either. If you got a lot of stress in your life, that could cause all kinds of problems, money problems, whatever. And we know that conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes can accelerate cognitive decline. But, as this is the exciting part, many of these factors are changeable. Dave?
Well, we need to look at what actually improves memory. Exercise, the number one strategy. If you only do one thing to protect your brain, make it exercise. Research shows that 150 minutes a week of moderate movement, like brisk walking, can actually increase the size of the brain regions involved in memory. Large lifetime trials show that combining exercise with healthy habits improves thinking and memory in adults in their 60s and 70s. Movement is powerful. Even a daily 20-minute walk makes a difference. And then there's memory training and mental exercises, cognitive training, things like memory techniques, brain games, and structured programs, which provide modest but real improvements. We want to let you know that we're getting ready to start another YouTube channel, which is geared towards the brain games and techniques and quizzes and different things that'll help you improve your memory. And we'll be providing that. It won't cost anything for you all or us, as a matter for that matter. It's just we're going to do a lot of this information, and we're going to very often we'll be adding new quizzes or trivia,
Memory exercises.
Exercises, and what have you. Even a short 6-week memory class can boost performance and the feeling that your memory is reliable. And then there's social and mental engagement. Staying mentally and socially active is just as important as physical activity. That means joining clubs, volunteering, learning new skills like we did here doing this YouTube channel. We sure didn't know what we were doing when we started, and we still don't know.
That's exactly
right. We're getting better every week, and at least we hope we are. And doing art, music, like we said, puzzles, anything that keeps the brain engaged. One of the worst things is isolation. That's what it enhances the memory problems and cognitive decline. Now, the worst of these things that help food decline is diet and brain healthy foods. I just can't get my mind around these things. They talk about a Mediterranean or a diet or a MIND diet, whatever that is. That helps protect the brain. You focus on leaf.
I think that's if it tastes good, spit it out diet.
Yes. If it comes in a plastic bag or carton, you throw the food away and you eat the carton. And
that's right.
That's probably better. These other things really include leafy greens, berries, fish, nuts, whole grains, olive oil. These foods fight inflammation and support brain cells. Diet alone won't cure memory problems, but it absolutely helps slow decline. Mental health and sleep. Depression can mimic or worsen memory problems. Treating depression often improves cognitive function, and sleep matters just as much. Poor sleep hurts attention and recall, while good sleep strengthens memory formation. There's some emerging tools coming out, believe it or not, that's showing that virtual reality exercise and augmented reality cognitive games improve working memory and attention in older adults. These programs combine movement with mental challenge, and early results are promising. So what should we take away from all of this?
Well, I'll
Memory
tell you that. I can tell you that.
Okay.
That's my part to read.
Okay.
All right. Memory decline after 60 is common, but it's not a one-way street. Your brain is capable of growth, adaptation, and improvement at any age. Exercise, mental engagement, nutrition, social activity, and good sleep habits all have scientific support behind them. You can't change your age, but you can change the habits that shape your brain's future. And in many cases, those changes make a real, measurable difference. So we're encouraging you to get your brain working, exercise your brain every day. That's what we're doing when we started this YouTube channel. We're working our brains. And our brains are really working hard trying to do this, believe me. We're stumbling through this, and we're doing this for you.
That's right.
Right?
And don't forget to like and subscribe
That's right.
to this channel so that we can do more of this stuff for you.
Next week we'll try to find something good for you.
I've had
Better for
several
you.
people come out or things come out and ask you for your subscriptions and your likes and things like that. One of them was my dog Ruby. She talks to me all the time. Usually not that clearly. I did notice though that when she did that, she had human teeth, and that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then we had the girl with the pearl earring, which was from Vermeer was an artist that did that. And the next one is going to be Whistler's mother's going to talk to you pretty soon.
That's right.
That's going to be really cool.
Will he be whistling when she talks, or he whistling in the background, or what?
Probably not. I don't think I've ever heard her whistle, but we don't really know that.
I may have Maggie make a video for us. She's just jumping at the bit to do it.
Yeah,
so
sure.
We'll see.
Well, yeah. And then just a little bit of advice before we go is you can pick your nose and you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
That's right. Don't even try. You could get slapped.
It's a good way to get your finger broke.
Yeah, that's right. Or get bit, or snot in your nose, or whatever. Anyway, we're running out of time. We're running out of things to say, so we're going to get out of here. Treat yourself better today, and God bless you.
See y'all.
See ya.